Hi everyone, it's me Lubna. Today is Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. I hope you're having a good day. My message for today is a simple one. So there's this newsletter that I've been subscribed to for a few years now, and it's called The Marginalian. And it's by an author and writer named Maria Popova. She's Bulgarian, but she's based in America. And I love her writings and I love her newsletter, so I really suggest subscribing to her newsletter. Again, it's called The Marginalian. But usually when I receive her newsletters in my inbox, I don't really have time to read them. And I wish I had more time to read them, but they're very impactful. And she talks about topics like creativity, loneliness, mostly just philosophical topics like love and other things like that. And today I just opened up the newsletter that I received from her, and I started browsing around on her website to look at previous newsletters and previous articles. And I came across this article that talked about the writings of Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was like one of the most famous American poets, and he wrote the famous work, collection of poetry called Leaves of Grass. And I remember in 2019, I believe, in December, or either December 2019 or January 2020, I went to Barnes & Noble back home in California in Orange County with my mom. And I love going to Barnes & Noble. I love going to bookstores in general, but they have a section of like Barnes & Noble's classics, and my mom bought that book for me, Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. And after that, I remember we sat outside after leaving Barnes & Noble, and we sat outside and I read a few pages of the book, like a few lines from one of the poems in Leaves of Grass to my mom, and she loved it. And then I also, she took the book, and in the front cover she signed it and she wrote a little note for me, so it's always going to be a very special kind of simple memory for me. But I really love that book, and I love Walt Whitman's poetry. So in the article that I found online on The Marginalian by Maria Popova, she cited this passage from Leaves of Grass. And I just read it just now today, and it just reminded me to live with more aliveness, basically. So I'm just going to read it out loud, and maybe it'll spark something in you as well. This is what you shall do. Love the earth and sun and the animals. Despise riches. Give alms to everyone that asks. Stand up for the stupid and crazy. Devote your income and labor to others. Hate tyrants. Argue not concerning God. Have patience and indulgence toward the people. Take off your hat to nothing known or unknown, or to any man or number of men. Go freely with powerful, uneducated persons, and with the young, and with the mothers of families. Read these leaves in the open air of every season of every year of your life. Re-examine all that you have been told at school or at church or in any book. Dismiss whatever insults your own soul, and your very flesh shall be a great poem, and have the richest fluency not only in its words, but in the silent lines of its lips and face, and between the lashes of your eyes, and in every motion and joint of your body. It's so beautiful and so powerful, the way he writes and the words he says. And it just makes me feel like I want to go out and live and do things to the fullest, no matter where I am and what I'm doing. It makes me want to be more appreciative of the world around me. And I think that's why he titled it Leaves of Grass, because he was looking at something as simple as a blade of grass and thinking about how much meaning could be extracted from something as small as that. So basically, the lesson I want to take away from this is to find meaning and to be more alive in little matters, and to squeeze every drop of meaning out of every experience that we have in life. It seems like such a broad and vague and philosophical thing, but it's very impactful, and that's why I love poetry so much. It doesn't really talk about like concrete like problems like that we have to solve in real life situations, but it does reach something deep in our heart, and something that's universal to every person, no matter where in the world or no matter what age, what background they are. And I think it's a very beautiful thing. So that's something I recommend reading. First of all, Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, but also you could subscribe to The Marginalian by Maria Popova. She has amazing articles about the human condition. And other than that, that's all I want to say for today. I hope you have a blessed day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for listening.